Presented by Game Freak. Wow, this looks really good. Like, really good. Like, why doesn't anything else on the Switch look like this? This is simply fantastic. I hope at one point Pokemon just in general reaches 4K and it just looks like this. What's up, everybody? It's Adam from ZoinkMeister, and today I'm bringing you the first part of Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. I'm going to do a full playthrough. I will let you know right now that I will skip all the grinding. I will play the story forward, but anything like trying to raise my levels or catching Pokemon that don't have anything to do with like directly adding to the Pokedex, since you have to do catch combos and like repetitional catching, I will do all that off screen, so you won't see any of it. You'll just basically get the full run-through experience of what this should look like. Also, I'm going to give you the disclaimer right now. This is Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, of the pair Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. I've actually already beaten and completed the Pokedex for Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, so I have a pretty good insight to this game. So, let's go ahead and, what do I look like? I guess my skin tone is like this. None of you know, I mean, my icon's red. And I guess, like, I don't know, there's been like a couple of videos that like show my hands, I think. So, let's not mess with the naming conventions too far. This will be fine. Gah, this onion-headed monster. This boy is your rival and neighbor. His name... We're gonna go with... Bunko. He's gonna be Bunko. It was Bunko, was it? He looks like a Bunko. Ridiculous haircut twerp looking. Ugh. His name is Bunko. Adam, my boy, we're going to the top. We're gonna win $1 million. It says it right here on the box. Adventure awaits. Let's go. Pikachu and Eevee. So, little bits of insight about this game. As you should know, it's a remake of the original Pokemon games, specifically more towards Pokemon Special Pikachu Edition, aka Yellow. On the Game Boy, this one is a re-release. Not a re-release, sorry, I guess a redo, remake? I guess remake would be the closest possible term. Remake of Pokemon Yellow with alternative characters you're using, since you and your rivals seem to be different people. And also, you're kind of stuck with either Pikachu if you got the Pikachu edition, or Eevee if you got the Eevee edition. But more importantly, the battling does stay the same, but the capture mechanics are borrowed from the hit 2017 mega game, Pokemon Go. So, you can't see, of course, but right now I'm actually playing this game with one Joy-Con, because when it's plugged in, it requires you... It basically makes you play with one Joy-Con. I think you can play with the Pro Controller, but I don't think I'll need the Pro Controller for this one. So, we're starting our adventure already. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna put the rake in the lake and win $1 million. So far, I mean, again, I've already completed the other one of this game. But going back, this looks really nice. Like, this looks nicer than like the stuff I've seen for Pokemon Sword and Shield. I will also mention that completing the Pokedex in this game, completing the Pokedex in this game will be significantly easier because they only have 153 Pokemon in this game, and that's the original 151. And then it has Meltan and the evolved form of it, which are exclusive to Pokemon Go. So yeah, there's 153 possible Pokemon, although it only requires you to catch 151. So, I guess technically, I didn't really complete the Pokedex. I have 152 Pokemon. Or 151? I'm missing the final evolution of Meltan. because he costs like 400 candies in Pokemon Go to evolve, and there's no way to evolve him in this game, I believe. And 400 candies is a lot. So yeah, uses motion controls for our one Joy-Con. Extra fun. Everyone loves motion controls, right? So let's throw this Oh, excellent toss. I've never seen better, Professor Oak says. I really like look at the background. They even have like the route sign and everything, like all the grass, multi-layered. This is much better. I mean, fundamentally, as far as a straightforward Pokemon Go, or sorry, a Pokemon game goes, this is a pretty good experience. Just the capture mechanic is different. And honestly, I like this capture mechanic possibly a little bit better than it's been. Since, like, you know, if you're going to catch a Pokemon, you just want the Pokemon. I like how he's just bouncing around inside the ball like it's nothing. It's just nothing. Oh, now we're talking. Okay. Don't remember that one. That's pretty wild. There were only 2 Pokeballs there. So is Pikachu... Yeah. So not only did Pikachu, like, turn himself into an autonomous, like, driving vehicle, he also was able to open the door and then jump on top of the table and then fit himself inside of that middle fitting right there perfectly. Outstanding. Yes, Pikachu is a genius. Harvard bound, they say. Oh boy, I can't wait to grab it. A momentous occasion. A cutscene is required. I'm gonna pick up the ball. Looked like he was about to summon a Rasengan right there. Simply adorable. I love the jiggle physics they use for his ears too. You know, the adorable lightning rat. Nobody in this entire world combs their hair. No, I don't want to give it a nickname. Who do you think I am? This is my partner in crime. I'm not gonna give him some derogatory demeaning, Sparky or Buster, some kind of weird nickname. Just as I expect him to call me human. The top of his head is really flat. This is the Pokedex You know, I never really thought about that. Adam, Bunko, I want each of you to take one. I never really thought about that. You imagine how inconvenient it would be, like, hey, you started your adventure, but I want you to go ahead and take these electronic almanac encyclopedias that I created, and I want you to, like, go ahead and just fill up everything. I want you to go and, like, get these wild, dangerous animals that have powers and use your dangerous wild animals that has powers to capture more, to send me the data, to get research. And he's licking his lips and salivating when he says research. There's a bunch of extra E's when he says research. Mom, is that you? I like how we have a little bit of fat guy right there in the bottom left-hand corner. I thought this day might come, so I planned ahead and got you this. A town map. By using the town map, you'll know exactly where everything is. Thank God it's like a cartoonishly happy map. I don't know if you guys have ever come into contact with like an actual like geographical map. It is like the most non-user friendly thing. Okay, so let's see. Oddish. We're gonna capture a couple Pokemon. Let's, I guess, show off. We already saw the capture mechanic earlier, but I'm pretty sure like you can't. Oh, come on. That was weak. Pretty sure you can't fail that first Pikachu capture. Well, that one looked like it was gonna fail too, but it just worked anyways. So again, I'll normally be like cutting all the grinding, because in this game you have to catch in order to grind, like a bunch of Pokemon. I'll be cutting that out. But as far as running through a route, if I don't have a Pokemon yet or I really want one, I'm not gonna cut that from the game. So you'll be seeing all that fun stuff. So we have this Oddish here. It's added to our party. Second Pokemon. It's the strongest one. We're gonna use it to fight the Pokemon League and win $1 million. It says right here on the box. And Pidgey, here's Pidgey. Literally, oh, come on, man. Motion controls are just terrible. Just terrible, terrible. There we are. A spectacular throw. What a Pidgey are like the pigeon vermin of the Pokemon world. I wonder if they're like the equivalent of chicken. Do you think like people eat them like on a standard? I mean, like, oh yeah, like we have some like fried or grilled Pidgey if you want some. Unless like everyone in the Pokemon world is vegan. They just all use protein alternatives because they care about like love and fun in the sun. I saw you, Rattata. This Rattata is in the top percentage of Rattata. I know because my dad gave it to me. That was a great toss. The way you threw that ball at that rat was simply fantastic. It was great. So, for anyone who doesn't know the mechanics, basically, you get XP every time you capture Pokemon, and as you can see, they remove the battling portion of capturing Pokemon. However, there's also something called a catch combo mechanic system implemented in this game, and if you catch the same Pokemon in repetition, once you get to 10 captures of the exact same Pokemon, it will start to spawn, oh, looks like Pikachu caught something here. It'll start to spawn better Pokemon. Like, let's say, I know in the late game, like, potentially if you, like, there's like, I don't know, Gravelers outside of like, Victory Road, I think. Like, if you catch like 10 Gravelers, like, maybe like, even like a Charizard might spawn. But in the early game, even like more rare Pokemon that wouldn't normally spawn might. So like, I'm pretty sure in Viridian Forest coming up ahead, if we catch just 10 of the same Pokemon, we can eventually get a Bulbasaur. Like, very early on. So, that's something to look forward to. I remember this inconvenient... Oh, head straight back to the lab. That's super convenient. So yeah, in the original games, you got to the first town, and then like this guy was like, oh yeah, I got the thing for Professor Oak, take it back to him, and you had to walk all the way back for no reason. But I guess they just give you the option to instantly teleport, which I don't remember. He looks so happy. Goodness me. You really look so good. And you're such a troop. What's that? You handed over the parcel. It's my Eevee. They're so cool. What? Your Pikachu just rides on your shoulder? I'm sorry I'm glossing over all this, but I mean, a lot of Pokemon dialogue is either pretty repetitive or, I guess, I don't know, pretty immature. So a lot of this I'll just be kind of like talking over and like a summarized set of what they're trying to say. Give your Pokemon some berries before you throw them and they'll be easier to catch. Very straightforward. Catch lots of Pokemon so I don't have to do that much work. My only request is that you have fun while you do all my work for me. Because I'll be having fun. You're gonna be away while both your moms are out. No. It's, you know what? No, I will finish the joke. Right after I battle this onion-headed kid. I was gonna say Professor Oak is like, now go out there and leave your moms with me. I'll take care of them. For some reason, no one in the Pokemon universe has a dad. Go get him, Pikachu. I'm gonna use my mythical wild beast to destroy his mythical wild beast, because that's what children do in this world. Honestly, I am sad about this battle. I much do prefer Eevee over Pikachu, that's why. I actually have both games. So, I completed Eevee, but now we're giving Pikachu a go. For you guys. For the fans. It's what... Me and Patrick do this for the fans. ZoinkMeister is literally a non-profit organization for the fans. Hopefully one day it makes a profit. And Eevee is down. Sorry, Evoy. Evoy. I really did like you. Yeah, there's, going back to... Oh, cool, Pidgeotto Gust. That'll be completely useless to me, but it's nice that that happened. So, where were we? Oh, yeah. So no one in the Pokemon universe has a dad. And I guess there's this theory that since no one has a dad, and since Lieutenant Surge is like an actual status, like that's his rank, and one of his minions in his gym said that he fought for him in the war. Like, what war, right? Maybe that's like a going theory where everyone's like, dads are gone. That there was this big war that a bunch of people died in. Which is really interesting because in the Pokemon XY canon, there's actually a Great War, but that one happens like years ago, I think like 1,000 years before like the rest of the games take place. Where there's like a giant machine that if you turn it on, it like kills a bunch of Pokemon, but creates like Mega Stones. I don't know, it's crazy. The Pokemon lore gets insane. I highly recommend looking it up, and this isn't like a shameless plug because it has nothing to do with me, but Cerebi.net, I think it's .net. Is it .com? I think it's .net. Is like a really good, giving Pikachu the scratchies right now, is a really good, you can't tell, this is really hard to do because it's motion control, so as you can see, my hand flew off screen, so let's just back out of this. They are literally the best insight for anything Pokemon. Anything from rumors to like what everyone learns at everyone's like levels for moves, where you can find everything. Interactive map, they're really good. Highly recommend if you need anything involving the Pokemon games. Cerebi.net is where you should go. I've been going there for, shoot, at least, I want to say, how old am I? At least like 12 years. I've been using Cerebi.net as my go-to for any Pokemon-related paraphernalia. Like even like up-to-date news on stuff. They like will translate stuff from like Koro Koro or any of the Japanese exclusive shows that reveal Pokemon stuff. In fact, a lot of famous leaks, I believe, basically go through Cerebi.net before they hit like everything else. This kid's Rattata's in the top percentage of Rattata's. Hit him with that Thunder Shock, Pikachu. Show him we mean business. Yep. He gave up the buns. I see a Tail Whip as a sign of defeat. Shock him again, Pikachu. Well, his purple rat is dead. I'm sorry if I'm using colorful commentary and it sounds like I don't know anything about Pokemon. I actually have at least one or both versions of every single generation since its inception. So, I'm not some novice to the series, but I will, I guess I've played this so many times. And in fact, I've played Pokemon Red in Japanese as well. I haven't beaten it, but I did play a lot of it in Japanese. Before I actually started learning Japanese because I just knew the game so well. But I am kind of a, I don't know, Pokemon veteran in the series. I've played them all. So I think this is a pretty good spot to end here. This is my little team we have going on. This is a pretty good place to stop. We're at the first, this ran for like almost 18 minutes. So we'll be back. Please, if you liked, like. If you really liked it, subscribe. Please check out all of our other videos. Comment down below anything you think. And as always, thank you for watching ZoinkMeister. You've been awesome. Have a spectacular day.